feel sometimes that I'm not listened to, I would just want you to listen to me more often and evaluate situations with me and lead me towards success.
We're not adults, so just be there and like listen. I just want someone to yap to, and I just feel like I'll be fine. Like if someone just hears me talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk.
You're doing a really good job, and I don't think I tell you that enough. And I know sometimes we get into it, and it's just hard on both of us. But try to understand me more, and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find resources to help you support your kids and their emotional well-being at sounditouttogether.org. That's sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Pivotal.
You're listening to the new 101.7 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock right now. And by lock right now, I mean we staying in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out of our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
Awesome.
where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
Hey, how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? How y'all doing out there in the chat? Salute to everybody joining the chat today. Who we got in the chat? Kawanda. I see you, Willie. Josh. Eddie. We got Eddie in the chat. Jeff. Who else we got in the chat? Nicholas. Salute to everybody joining the show. Not Really a City Girl. Mo the Elephant. Zay Tashay. RMKE in the chat. Let me tell you something. We got a lot to talk about. As you know, I was off these past couple of days. I had a loss in the family. My grandfather on my dad's side passed away, and my condolences to a lot of his family members. And a lot of the things with my dad's side of the family, I didn't know them like that. So, I give my condolences, and also to my dad, who we just started to get to know each other over the last couple years. So it was just an interesting combination of just having to deal with not only a death in the family, but, ideas of that daddy side of the family unfamiliarity. But like I said, we're grown, we're mature, and I don't hold people's past against them. But joining me on the lines, we got to have the first show, the prayer for the first show of the week. That's how I get down. This is my first show of this week due to the passing of my grandfather on my dad's side. Let's get the Miracle Minister Kevin on the lines. How you doing, Miracle Minister Kevin? Thank you for joining me on this Wednesday for the Monday prayer on a Wednesday.
I'm always here for you, brother. Good to know that you are able to be on. I hope you're in good spirits. My condolences to your family as well, and hope they also be in good spirits. We know that death is inevitable, but it's always hard to accept regardless, even though we may know it's coming. It's never welcome. So my condolences to you and your family as well, and everybody out there who also lost a loved one.
Well, and I appreciate everybody that sent up prayers and condolences on social media, on Facebook, on and tried to reach out to me in other ways. And I appreciate you, Miracle Minister Kevin, for sending kind words during this time. I appreciate it.
Did you take enough time off though? I know it's, who could say how much time you need, because it's never a certain a list of time. But I text you. I said you got to get you right. Tory, come first. There you go, but
well, like I said,
make sure that you okay.
I think that I needed a couple days to get in a better headspace, and then after that, I'm ready. Like I just needed time to just kind of just understand what was going on. I talked to my dad, just talking to him, and then we move on. We keep it moving. My grandfather was a preacher, and he had some like gospel albums. I'm trying to find some of his gospel albums, but he was in one of those. Yeah, he was in one of those William Brothers type choirs, quartet type gospel groups or something like that. So he was definitely one of the men that preached the gospel, and I knew him because he would always come by grandmother's house when he would come through from Mississippi, take us out to eat, and then he would leave and go back to Mississippi. So I knew him more, or had a better kind of relationship with him than my dad. But then my dad didn't have a great relationship with him. So that was just a huge awakening of these things happening with fathers being passed down from generation to generation. So
I think in my mind, I just kind of thought like, okay, well, let's just move forward. Let's, let whatever happened in the past is not going to dictate what we do in the future.
Right. So did your grandfather pass down the singing genes to you? Can you jump on the
I was in the
quartet?
choir. I was a deacon in the choir. I was in the choir.
Okay, that question still stands because everybody in the choir can't sing. So I'm asking.
Well, I think that I started doing. I used to do gospel rap. I had a gospel rap group called Winners in Christ when I was in church. So I think when I was coming up, the singing was everybody was singing. So I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna do the rap, and I got booed in church for rapping in church. So. Like when I first started rapping, I got the worst boos you'll ever hear. It's a boo from the Saints. I'm trying to tell you.
That's exactly what you get out of me. If I was in the audience, you get a boo as well.
It's okay.
So, get them out of here.
Hey, hey, look, but once they got used to it, we built the church after that. We started doing fundraisers, and they wanted me to rap all the time after that because the young people started coming in, and then they started taxing the young people. Don't let me get started on the air. The young people came in, and they had to pay dues and choir fees and Sunday school offerings and evening service offerings, and we built a whole church over there off of 222 East Center Street.
Taking y'all lunch money, huh?
Hey,
man.
Okay, well, they booed me. But once the young people started coming in, it was a rap. They wanted me to come up there every Sunday and rap when the young people started coming.
You know one thing they won't boo you off? Your Too Good videos you put out on the weekend. I was cracking up.
Well, I was cracking up. That's my action series. I'm a big action movie person. Yeah.
I see that. I just had to roll, man. I had to roll.
You've been looking on my Facebook, looking at my AI action flick, the Tory Lowe AI action series.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? My producer.
Everybody go to the page. Everybody go to Tory's page.
Well, my producer Andrew got it. They ain't got to go on the page. We gonna show it at the last segment of the Pop Culture Report. Yeah.
Okay, sure. You rescuing the girls and all that, dude. That's good. I like that. I said, let it go.
Hey,
that was funny. So
we ain't trying to talk. We ain't trying to talk too much. We're trying to get it done.
By any means necessary.
I'm glad you liked
it.
I'm glad you liked the Tory Lowe AI action series.
Let me see you go to D.C. and get your benefits for these people. I know SNAP benefits for these people. Going up there and get taken care of, man.
I'm trying to go get the reparations.
Oh yeah. Get your extra bill for that.
Yeah, we trying to get that straight first. Hey.
Then we ain't got to worry about SNAP no more, right?
Facts. Well, let's get this prayer in. Hey, look, Truth Nation, I need y'all to gather and get on one accord as we get our prayer, our first prayer of the week, our first show of the week, the Miracle Minister Kevin. And we thank you so much for bringing the prayer for my first show of the week, as always. And we thank you.
My pleasure, brother. Lord, many people are just being worried about where their next meals will be coming from. Children are set to go to bed without eating because the funds that they would use are being held up by uncaring adults. So we pray that the political leaders put aside their partisan ways and start doing what is best for those that they are here to serve. Touch the hearts of all of them that they get on one accord and move in the same direction. Let their every thought be for the improvement of life for all and not just for the few. We also pray, God, that the people will not give in to fear and uncertainty as the devil tries to beguile them into doing things that they should not do, all manners of evil and shame in the effort just to feed their children. So we know, God, that all things shall be provided by you. I speak life more abundant. In Jesus' name, amen.
Anything else you want to say, Miracle Minister Kevin?
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to get into the show, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com. It's College Month on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, and we want to help your young scholar get those free scholarship dollars. All month long, we'll be highlighting local organizations who help students find thousands of dollars in scholarships each year. So be sure to tune in to 101.7 The Truth's College Month so you can learn how your scholar can get those scholarship dollars. College Month on The Truth is sponsored by Marquette University and Educators Credit Union.
It's 101.7 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Steinhoffel's Black Friday sale is back, and these deals are too good to wait. Snag huge savings right now, like any size Sealy mattress for just $99, beautiful dining tables and sofas for only $4.99, and a stylish queen bed for only $5.99. Plus, enjoy 36 months, 0% financing. That's 3 full years of interest-free payments. Don't wait for Black Friday. Save big today at Steinhoffel's and Steinhoffels.com.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, at 101.7thetruth.com.
The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. I want to talk about this Virginia governor's race where the first woman was elected, Abigail Spanberger. She was the first elected female governor. This is something that I wanted to bring to the forefront because there was some controversy over this, because the black woman was running as a Republican, and the white female that won was running as a Democrat. But and salute to Abigail Spanberger for winning the election. Let's get that out the way, because when people win, they win, and then hopefully they can bring things together when they're in these positions. So once again, Abigail Spanberger has won. She has defeated the Republican candidate. But I'll say this. This is what I do want to say. A lot of people are chiming in and saying that Obama got involved in this race and went against the black woman, Winsome Sears. He went against her. And so this brings up, a lot of people was bringing up on social media that Obama, when Kamala Harris was running for president, came after black men saying that, Kamala Harris, we should support her because she's a black female. This is what he said. This is what the pressure that was out here that he put into the universe. And then now we got a situation where he does the exact opposite. People are pointing out that this was a black woman that was running to be the governor, and he campaigned against her. Now, I would say donkey gang, elephant gang. This is on a simple, to keep it simple, I would say, okay, the white woman was the donkey gang affiliate, pushing the donkey gang agenda, and the black woman was more conservative on the Republican side. And so in simplicity, okay, he went there, he stood on donkey gang business, and donkey gang was able to win the governor seat. That's in a more simplistic way of explaining it. But in the real world, where Obama tried to put the guilt trip out there for men to support black women and they spent a lot of time shaming men for not voting for black women, and then this happens. And so I see the hypocritical that, okay, if it doesn't fit your agenda, don't worry about it. And this is why this is why it's best to be independent. This is why I'm independent. I'll vote for whoever I want to vote for. I'm not going to allow you to mainstream me into a gang culture of political politics. I'm going to do whatever I feel like I want to do. And this is why a lot of people are jumping ship, because they're starting to see that it's only when they need you to try to move in a certain direction, that's what they do. That's what they do. They use the guilt trip. This is what Obama did. He guilt tripped it, everybody. Race baited. Race baited. This is race baiting. And this is what the Democrats do. They use the racial component and try to tug at the racial feelings in your chest to move you around. So when it was unbeneficial to vote for the black woman, he went against her. That's all I'm saying. So I'm just calling it down the middle. I'm calling it how I heard it. I'm calling it how I seen it. A lot of y'all bots out there, y'all don't mind. Long as y'all ganged up. Y'all donkey gang, y'all ganged up. Y'all, whatever the donkey say, that's what you gonna do. Donkey say, donkey do. Okay? That's what y'all doing. Bot it out. I'm not saying vote either way. I'm saying don't let nobody manipulate how you feel or try to race bait you into a decision. That's all I'm going to say about that. You can vote for whoever you want to vote for. You got that freedom. You got that choice. You have that right. But when you bot it out, that's a whole different subject matter. And a lot of y'all just straight bot it out. Zoids. Just running around here. Talking points from like y'all a part of a political gang or something. And it's trash. And ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing moving around in our community for the last 60, 70 years. So why you got your chest puffed out saying anything about what's going on politically? Because you ain't got nothing to show for it. All I'm trying to tell you is that I see the games being played. I see how it works. When it's to their advantage, vote for a black woman. When it ain't for their advantage, don't vote for the black woman. Basically. And I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You know, if I was in Virginia, I would have voted for her. I'd have definitely voted for her. Young said, if you on that side, stay on that side. Hey, I'm on my side. I don't do that. I don't do the donkey gang, elephant gang. If I want to vote for a Democrat, I vote for. It was some ballots where I voted for Democrats and Republicans. I voted for whoever I wanted to vote for because I can vote. I can do that. I don't care what you're talking about. I don't care what you're talking about. You do what you want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. But don't come make me feel guilty because I'm not doing what you want me to do. You want me to be a bot? Don't do that because I'm going to look you in the face and tell you to kick rocks with open-toe shoes on. I'm not in your gang. I'm not in that donkey gang. I'm not in no elephant gang. I'm going to do whatever I feel like it. And whatever I do, that's my right. And that's my choice. It ain't yours. Just like what you doing. And you got to get out of that. Y'all got to get out of that. Because when people can manipulate you and make you do what they kind of fearmonger you into something or kind of media market you into a decision, did you really make that vote on your best interest? Or did you go along like a sheep, like a bot? Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to have the Pop Culture Report. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hungry for something fresh and delicious? Get your favorites from Cousin Subs delivered straight to your door. From our freshly baked bread and hand-sliced meats and cheeses to our famous sides, crispy golden fries, Wisconsin cheese curds, or creamy mac and cheese. Every meal made to order and ready to enjoy. Ordering is quick and easy online or through the Cousins app. Whether it's a solo lunch, family dinner, or a spread for the whole crew, let us bring it straight to you, fast and fresh. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you can save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Here is Dr. Ken Harris with his truth.
Juneteenth signifies the occasion in 1865 when the final enslaved blacks in Texas were notified of their liberation 2.5 years subsequent to the Emancipation Proclamation. The moment when 100% of victims of slavery finally recognized their liberation indicated the principles of the U.S. Constitution came to be universally applicable. This represents a success for Black Americans and a subsequent and significant point in American history, highlighting the nation's alleged dedication to liberty and justice for all. The recent verdict in the murder of Sade Robinson serves as a reminder of the enduring evils and oppression we still face. Despite independence, numerous blacks still encounter exploitation, and they are masquerading as freedom. Commemorating Juneteenth compels us all to acknowledge these realities and compel the nation's past and promote a truthful national narrative. Juneteenth, along with the murder conviction of the disgusting individual who killed Miss Robinson, serves not merely as a celebration, but also as a summons to action. Remember this history in your daily discussions and interactions. If Juneteenth caused the conflation of liberty and justice for Black America, I say one death represented by the murder of Miss Robinson is a denial of liberty and an injustice to all of Black America.
This has been Truth Takes on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Packers are back at home on Monday Night Football after a brutal loss against the Panthers. Their matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles is Monday night at 7:15. The Bucs got stone cold in Toronto last night, losing their third game of the season, 128-100. Head coach Doc Rivers.
The one thing with Giannis, and that's why he's such a treasure, he doesn't complain very often. So I always tell officials, like, if that guy's complaining, you're probably doing something wrong.
Bucs now look to face the Chicago Bulls on Friday at 7. UW Milwaukee defeated Hampton 90-86 in their first game, while the Golden Eagles at Marquette defeated Albany 80-53. Marquette plays again tonight at 7 versus Southern University. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown team. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show, Pop Culture Report brought to you by Tory Lowe. Hey, look, I'll say this. There's a lot, and there's a lot going on in the basketball world, especially with Chauncey Billups and all of these people getting arrested for the gambling they saying that's been going on. Now, I'll say this, because I was watching a lot of this talk about the gambling situation and how they saying that the mob was behind it, but you don't even see their faces. Have you seen one of the mob figures' faces? I'm only seeing Chauncey Billups and Rotier. Okay, I'm not seeing the Godfather. You know, I'm not seeing the Godfather. You know, all I'm saying is the blackface. This is what I call blackface. You know, they got the brothers in the media, you know, the coach, the player, but the mastermind, the people that are behind the scenes. How you know they ain't come to his house with the pistol to his head? I watched a lot of, you know, mafia movies, and you know how they do business. They tell you, let's go for a ride, and you might not come back. Okay, so if the mob is behind this, which they mentioned in the media, I'm not saying nothing that I'm saying, you know, I'm saying what they saying in the media, that the mob, yeah, Don Corleone, you know, I don't want to start my car, you know, and something happens, you know, but what I'm saying is the brothers are the face right now of this, what's going on in the NBA. And like I said, who pulling the strings? Who really pulling the strings? Because I'll say this, Gilbert Arenas, he's saying it's deeper. It's deeper than that. There's a lot of things going on. I'll say this. If the Italian mafia came to me, hey, Tory, I need a favor. I need you to call the game down, you know, so we can win. If you know what I'm saying. I mean, it could have went down like that. And what you gonna say? No, you're not gonna tell the Godfather no. You end up in Lake Michigan with the cement on your toes. So, like I said, with all that being said, look at Eddie said, Tory, tread lightly. Eddie, hey, your brother do got a pizza restaurant. He might invite me to the pizza place, the family pizza restaurant. Eddie might try to set me up. But the thing is, what I'm saying is, there's a lot going on in the NBA. There's a lot going on. And but I want to talk about something that was mentioned about the game. Not the gambling, the game of basketball. And there was a recent conversation from LeBron and Curry. Steph Curry was on some type of podcast with Steve Nash. And LeBron accused Steph Curry of ruining basketball because now everybody's shooting 3-pointers. We got some footage on this. We got some audio. Let's listen.
No, he's his own player.
Bro, I mean, what Mark didn't realize that he ruined the league too. Yeah. Now everyone shoots threes now. Everyone. 63s a game, 53s a game. Like,
it's all me.
Yeah, it's all Steph. It's all Steph.
You were the first. I think you jumped. It was I think it was maybe Stevie Kerr's first year. You jumped 200 threes attempted from one season to the next. 200 threes attempted, and then the league followed. And Dame and Clay and now it's like it's not uncommon for like 3-4 guys on your roster to shoot hundreds of threes.
Shot quality is still jury's still out on where the league is. But Bob Myers was the first one who told me like, "Yo, you should shoot 15 threes a game." I was like, "Wait, what?"
All right. Well, I'll say this: Steph Curry got everybody thinking that they can hit it from downtown, and that did change the game. That's why I say he's got to be in the top 5. Yeah, Steph Curry got to be in the top 5. It's only a few players that were able to change the game. It's a lot of people that played the game. They played the game. They played hard. They won championships. But there's very few players that actually say, when this person came, everybody started mimicking this player. That's what puts you in the culture. When you change the culture, that's what puts you in the top. Okay? Now, some would say is Iverson in the top 5 because he kind of changed the culture. And I don't have Iverson in my top 5. I'm sorry. I think top 5 got to be culture changing and a champion. Be able to kind of get to the championship, and yet people can mimic at the same time. You know what I mean? So I think Steph Curry is in the top 5. Basketball. Andrew, why are you shaking your head?
I'm just saying you got like 2 guys like 6 foot and under who are in your top 5, Iverson and Curry.
No. I didn't say Iverson is in the top 5 because he don't have a championship.
Flirting with it.
He's in the 10. Iverson Iverson affected the culture a certain way.
I agree with you completely. I don't think he's a top 10 basketball player ever.
Oh, wow. Well, okay, your opinion, my opinion. But what I'm saying is, I'm saying for sure Steph Curry got to be in the top 5.
Do you think LeBron's right about him ruining the game?
No, I think that he showed what you can imagine. He opened up the imagination for the NBA. I believe that Steph Curry actually saved the NBA. Yeah, because every big man that was coming in the game was dunking on everybody. You know what I mean? And then you got just basic basketball, dunking and passing and things like that. Threes were a part of the game, but he made the imagination of the 3-point. He made even centers, like 6'7" centers, believe that they can hit it from the key, like hit it from the the logo. So I think that now when you talk about basketball, somebody says not the top 5. Come on, Tory. Okay, well then who takes Steph in the top 5 then?
Kobe.
Oh, but he's in there.
Jordan.
Okay.
LeBron.
Okay.
Magic.
Okay.
Shaq.
So no Steph.
No Steph.
I don't know. I think that Steph is. I think that is right now. People, because he's playing and he doesn't look like the prototype person to be in the top 5. Who has changed the game in the last 20 years since Michael Jordan left the game? Who have changed the game? LeBron haven't changed the game. LeBron made big 3. Now LeBron made it crucial to have 3 players to play because he lost to the Celtics. So that ain't even his idea.
People moving around because LeBron.
All right, but what I'm saying is,
can you believe he doesn't have a U-Haul like sponsorship? LeBron.
Why?
Wouldn't that make the most? He moves around all the time. Wouldn't that make sense?
All I'm saying is LeBron, he showed that the power of free agency, that you can take your destiny in your own hands. You don't have to be like Michael Jordan. Look what happened to Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen at the end. The owner said, I'm going to destroy the team. So you forget about that? I think LeBron showed people that you can exercise your rights to move around just like an organization can exercise their rights to get rid of you.
Look, GOAT.
Okay, so, all right. All right, well, all I'm saying is Steph didn't ruin the game of basketball because he brought the ratings up. I mean, to me, because the Golden State Warriors were winning off of three-pointers, and that had never been seen. And so a lot of teams will take a lot of shots now due to the fact that the Golden State Warriors built a dynasty basically off of just drowning people with three-point shots. Also, I want to get into this story while we got the pop culture report going on. I seen something about Tom Brady, who's the GOAT, who they claim is the GOAT of football. And I'm not going to give no pushback because I thought, and I didn't like Joe Montana, but I thought Joe Montana was one of the best quarterbacks and until Tom Brady came. And it took me a minute to get Tom Brady in over Joe Montana. But and I don't like neither one of them. You know, I'm not a fan of neither one of them. I just watched them dissect teams on a consistent basis. And the Packers fell victim to some of that, okay? But then we won the Super Bowl, so, you know, it was all good off the New England Patriots. So we ain't got no problems with New England. But Tom Brady said he lost a dog. One of the dogs in the family passed away, and they got the DNA from the dog and cloned the dog. They got a cloned dog from the last dog. We got video footage of this. If y'all watching this, we got audio of this? Okay, we don't got nothing of this. Okay, I thought he made a statement. But anyway, Tom Brady said that he cloned his dog. He loved his dog so much that when the dog passed, they cloned it. Now, I don't know if you could do that. Obviously, you got to have a lot of money. That's the first thing I thought. This is what, when you make a lot of money, some things are available to you that's probably not going to be available to others. But do people love their dog that much that they would try to clone the dog?
I've heard about this before, Tory. In Texas, there's a lot of people who have their pets cloned. We're not just talking dogs and cats. We're talking like cattle too, Tory.
Now, this is according to the Bleacher Report. This is what Tom Brady said. My animals, they mean the world to me. I worked with Colossal and leveraged their non-invasive cloning technology through a simple blood draw. Our family's elderly dog, they took a blood draw from the family's elderly dog before she passed. Now they have a clone of the dog.
Frankenstein.
Maybe if they can clone animals, is there any truth to the fact that they are cloning people? Right? I mean, would the dog come out, would the dog have the same characteristics? How far does cloning go? I'm just saying, because if you could clone a dog, do you think that the dog would act like the other dog?
I think they've said that they do. That they have similar characteristics.
So why am I going down the rabbit hole? I mean,
talking about cloning people, though,
no,
Tory.
What I'm saying is, if they have the ability to take a dog, make another dog, from the genes, right? Okay. This is just common sense, Andrew. I'm just talking common sense. I'm not trying to go down no rabbit hole. I'm just saying if this can work on an animal. Okay. See, I'm not trying to go too far with it because a lot of people saying that they have cloned people. And the only reason I don't believe it is because when they do say that people are cloned, it be the person that look just like them the same age. Wouldn't cloning take another 30 years? So that's why human cloning don't make no sense to me. Because when they say somebody is cloned, wouldn't it take a while? They would probably come around 30 years later. So how are they the same age when they got cloned? I don't know. Maybe like Michael Jackson and Elvis when you go to Vegas. They may got somebody that look extremely like them and out there at Vegas, trying to dance for money or something. But clone, that ain't cloning. That's what they call it when they imitate somebody. It's that the lookalike. You know, I think it's some lookalikes now. I believe that if you look hard enough, you can find somebody that look like somebody, but cloning somebody at the age where they at with the same birthday, nah, I don't believe in that. But when we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
This is 101.7 The Truth's Kyle Wallace, and I am Milwaukee. I take great pride in being a 414 boy and representing the city that I love. The great memories I have of going to Northtown Cinema to see movies with family and friends, to going to Capitol Court to see the Black Santa Claus, this city has helped shape me into the man that I am today, and I pledge to utilize my voice as a way to advocate for you in our community. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
It's 101.7 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They treated me like family.
They're actually people that you can depend on.
They made me feel seen. They really treated me like I was a part of their family, a part of their team.
They ask how you're doing, how you're feeling.
They're just so welcoming and so sweet and kind.
It's like family, caring about another member of the family.
If you've been injured, it costs you nothing to see if Gruber Law Offices can help.
Host an unforgettable outing and create special memories with your crew at a Milwaukee Bucks game. Groups of 10 or more can score ticket savings, block seating, and take part in special activities on game days. Showcase your team's talents on center court, score a high five from the pros, and more. There are great options for groups of all sizes. Start planning your ultimate Bucks basketball game day experience today at bucks.com/groups. That's bucks.com/groups.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. All right. I got into AI over the last week. I got into AI, Sora. Didn't Craig give us the Sora app? Okay, I guess everything is moving toward AI, so I started messing around with this app, Sora. Now, this is the same app that was doing all that disrespectful stuff toward Martin Luther King, Kobe Bryant, and things like that. So now they have like a thing on there where you can't use nobody image but yours now. So that's good. I like that they put that clause in there. But if you watch it as we broadcast live, look at this. Somebody look at this. I made some, I call it Tory Lowe AI action movies from Sora. And this is where I say AI is taking it to a whole nother level, because if you're watching as we broadcast live, I got some of it. If you could go on my social media and on my Instagram, and you can see some of the Sora type outcomes. I guess what do they call this when they generate your image and likeness, and then you get to do little movies. I use it to do little movie skits. I call it an action flick. I'm a big action movie person. So what I did was, one of them, I went back into slavery and tried to free the slaves, from the overseers. It was funny. A lot of them people was watching that. I'm going to make my own TV series. I mean, you ain't even got to go to the movies no more. You got Sora. Go right here, Andrew.
I have to say, Tory, that's everybody's favorite one, is you freeing the slaves.
Right.
Like around the office, everybody comes up to me during the day and they go like, that's the best one.
Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to just mess with it. And so somebody was like, you know what? Instead of going to free the slaves, go back to the Atlantic slave trade and stop them from doing all of that. So I made one where I went back and fought them too. So I fought the slave overseers, and then I fought the Atlantic slave trade. Then I went and I found a missing girl, kind of did an action segment on that. And then I got one with the bikers, though. I got this recent one with the bikers. I'm riding a Harley Davidson. It looks so real.
It's like Roadhouse.
Y'all watching this as we broadcast live. We got some of the footage. I'm not going to play the audio. I guess we're going to leave the audio down on this. But I got my own AI action series going on right now. I kind of like it. You said people in the front office was watching this?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Tory, I cannot tell you how many people have come up to me and been like, yo, what is that? I love it. I think it's
great. What you mean? What they say?
No, they think it's great. It's just like Tory Lowe AI. It's perfect.
But this was what they was talking about in the meeting.
Yeah. You're leaning into it.
You're right. I leaned into it.
Early adapter, Tory Lowe.
Hey, somebody said, look how real that looks. This will put actors and actresses out of business. Hey, I'm trying to tell you. Now you don't even need, I'm telling you, y'all better switch it up. It's a couple more AI programs. I was experimenting with this other program, and you could do a whole rap video. Yeah, and just say, I'm talking about social justice and violence. And it was pretty hardcore. It was pretty good. So I might be showing some of that here in a second. I got 5 videos that I you know,
5 rap videos?
Yeah, that I made off of AI. This is amazing. This is a lot of things. This is where I tell people this new technology is here. And it probably will replace Hollywood at some point as they get better with the technology. Because I made these actions, and it was real people in there. So I was throwing them through the window. I pulled out the pistol on them, and they told them to drop the slaves and everything. It was just amazing to watch. This is Sora, for those that are watching as we broadcast live. Somebody look at this. Somebody look at this. This is just where the future is going. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time and just go through a lot of different programs. I'm going to show y'all some of the outcomes. I didn't use nobody else's image and likeness. I used my own. I'm wondering how the people in the front are, so
they love it.
Okay. Well, maybe it'll show up at one of the meetings or something.
I'm telling you, when we do these 4th Friday, this has to be the social clip we send.
Well, I'm a big action movie person. I love action movies. I'm a big blockbuster movie. Don't take me to the movies to see no Tyler Perry stuff. You know, I ain't gonna go to the movie for that. But I was born around the 4th of July, and I like to see the planes hit the buildings. I like to see the cars exploding. I like to see the big action movies. So that's why I got my own action series now, and I got another one in the tuck too. I got another one I've been working on. So
you gonna tease it?
I'm trying to get it all together right now. But when I put it out, it's gonna be on Facebook, Instagram, Tory Lowe Action Flick, AI Action Flick. I'm gonna make it a little series. I'm probably gonna try to do one a week.
Oh, I love that. What was your favorite one to do out of the 4 or 5?
The Freeing the Slaves. I like the biker one too.
Yeah.
But I like the Freeing the Slaves one too, because I think that I changed Sora a little bit, because now they won't show the shooting scenes like that one. I can't get them to look like that one no more. So
too violent.
I don't know if it was too violent or not, but I'm saying it was what's that movie that was Keanu Reeves that was going around shooting people?
The Matrix?
No, the other one. He was doing it in the Matrix, but the new one he got.
John Wick.
Yeah. That's what I like. I like the John Wick series, yeah. Yeah, John Wick. That's Tory Lowe. When I do my AI series, I try to do it with the John Wick style. With the flips and then try to flip over the gun and get it back and, got the bulletproof suit on.
So what if we were going to come up with a name of the movie with you freeing the slaves, what would it be?
Let My People Go. Yeah, that's the...
Little Moses action.
Yeah, little Moses action in there, upgraded, little Moses in there. No part in the Red Sea or nothing, just going in there and taking what's yours. Give me that bag. That's it. No dancing around. Well, look, I guess we got to run a break. We got guests coming in. We got guests, and check this out. If y'all want to see the Tory Lowe Action Flicks, is on Facebook, Tory Lowe KING on Facebook, is on Instagram. Check it out. Let me know what y'all think. And then y'all can also tell me what to do next. Because this is AI. You can do anything. Let me know. Hey, look, when we come back, we got guests. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments, Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
I'm going to say something. I'm a conservative, as you know. I might not agree with you all the time, but even when I don't agree with you, you crack me up. And the other guy, he just pretends conservative all day. And you do make me think. But when you do better than anyone, you think on your feet.
Now that was a compliment coming from somebody who is as Trump-loving as he is, that can appreciate what we do here.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., where strong voices meet strong opinions.
Tell your kids who were supposed to be the 7th generation that Paw Paw's an idiot because Paw Paw decided he wanted to be Make America Great, but meanwhile, the Chinese ain't buying soybeans from us no more because of policies Donald Trump put in, and they voted for us. I don't know what we're gonna do. I know what you should have did. You should have voted for somebody that wasn't gonna put tariffs out there. I love God, but God can't save you from nonsense. You don't deserve a bailout. You can't sit here and vote one way, and then when your economy gets decimated, your way of life gets destroyed, you want to pray to God? God didn't tell you to go to that poll and vote against your own best interest. That was your own damn problem. That was you. But don't ask for prayer when you block your own blessing. That's why I don't feel bad for these farmers. You voted for this, and now you reap what you sow.
Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace, every weekday from 12 to 1. Streaming live on YouTube and on 1017 The Truth.
Day 1, diagnosis day. The hardest day. The day you hear,
I'm sorry, this is a type of blood cancer.
But day 1 is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day 1.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
We are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
This is 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris, and I am Milwaukee. Truth in the Afternoon is a platform where you and I can share our love, our lives, and our journey together. That is why, as a fan, your perspective is key. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the new 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
You are listening to the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. Stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we got guests. We got the people that's been fighting to keep the Detox Center open right here in the city of Milwaukee. Once again, falling victim to budget cuts from Milwaukee County. And last week, we had several people speak out against what's happening with the Detox Center and how important it is to have it open as a resource for those that need it. Once again, we got Adam, we got Michelle, we got Ronald, and we got Melanie in studio. Hey, look, I thank y'all for coming back.
First.
Thank y'all for coming back. Thank y'all for spinning the block on us, because this is something that is close to the wire, I guess. I don't know exactly how much time we got left to really let our voices be heard, because y'all been working around the clock, I would say, to try to show up and let the voices be heard when it comes to what's going on with this Detox Center. Adam, last time you spoke on that you were you needed a lot of these resources, and you're fighting for those that need those resources as well. Where are we at right now?
I think the final decision is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I think the final meeting, we will be there. The county supervisors, they meet tomorrow morning. We'll be there. They made some amendments to the budget, but we wasn't included in it. So we're going to keep pushing until somebody hear us, because when that day come, it's going to mean death for some people.
We in the middle of SNAP benefits being cut, right? Government shutdown. Is the Detox Center being lost in the conversation right now?
Exactly. I think so.
Yes, it is.
Most definitely.
There was a couple meetings since the last time we met. What's going on?
Basically the same thing. I actually had a chance to talk to David Crowley the other day. Outside a meeting that they had, and he said to me that if they did find the money to fund Detox for 1 year, they wouldn't have the money again next year. And I basically told them, we'll have to wait till next year to see. If we can just find the money this year, we'll deal with next year when next year comes.
Maybe y'all can do some type of fundraiser between now and next year to make up for it.
Exactly. He basically said the same thing. The money is not there. So I feel like, it's a million other things they could have cut. Like the effects of closing down Detox is going to be catastrophic, especially to the black community. we all ride down the street every day and we see people on the street corner panhandling. We see homeless people with mental health issues, with nowhere to go, don't know where to start to get help. And if you talk to the average person, detox is step one, right? And then we like if you come to detox, we can get you in substance abuse treatment. We also can get you hooked up with a case manager, with an RSC worker, with a peer specialist. Like, just try to help you find your way in life, right? That's the starting point. And like, for the black community, we have no other place to go to start if we want to get ourselves together. Detox
so this is affecting. Is this a detox center that helps multiple ideas? But this is a public detox center, and who comes there the most?
Well, every race come there, but majority black people use the facility, right?
So this is a majority black use detox center.
Exactly.
And it helps everybody. I mean, we're not. It's just the way it's set up is more blacks are coming to that particular detox center.
Because of the location.
And how many detox centers are there in the city of Milwaukee?
Well, let me just tell you what I know. Well, I know of Rogers Memorial, us, and they say that hospitals have beds designated just for detox. I don't know how many beds, but I can guarantee you this is not enough beds. We house 60 people in our facility, right? So the hospital, they take some people, but trust and believe me, it'll just be too much on the hospital system.
Now
they use the hospital uses First Step as a resource. Like I think we had mentioned that before. You go to Freighted Hospital, they have I think it's 10 to 15 beds that are alone for detox, but that's only for alcohol and heroin. And the other thing you're going through, they outsource it to detox. They give you a cab and send you right to detox, 30-second in Locust, drop you off. That's their resource.
Wow.
They use it as a resource.
So let me just give you a little something. The hospitals, the fire department, and the police department drop people off there on a daily basis, every day, right? So when they run into people that's going through a mental health crisis or whatever the case may be, they bring them to us. When they run into people that's, being belligerent and drunk on the street, instead of taking them to jail, they bring them to us to sober up, so maybe they want to, get hooked up with some resources or whatever the case may be. But yes, we are used by the fire department, the hospitals, and the police department.
I got a question. Somebody in the chat, White Widow says, how much are we talking annual budget? What does it cost to run each year? What are we talking? Because I know it said 2.9. The contract was $2.9 million.
$2.9 million. Yep.
So that's the idea.
That's the idea.
And they're saying that if they can find a way to fund it this next year, then after that, it would be in trouble after that again. So is there any type of way that they could just say, okay, we're going to fund it one more year and then allow for that time to be used as fundraising in the meantime?
I believe it's a way, but it's up to them. I don't know the exact way, but I'm quite sure it's they can cut something else besides that.
And can I just say this? I'm Michelle.
How you doing, Michelle?
I'm a counselor at First Step Detox. Even though the hospitals may have a part where they have people in there that for detox, they only keep them 24 hours. First Step Detox, you are there for the max of 7 days, no matter what your drug of choice is. And then we do our best to find them treatment centers that's also connected to detox. We also refer people to other treatment centers for residential treatment, such as Serenity Inn.
Wow.
So we and they call us for referrals, ask us, do we have anybody that's looking for residential treatment? So not only do we keep them for 7 days, they have bed, they eat 3 to 4 meals a day, they can shower and commune with one another. They have counselors on staff, nurses,
peer specialist.
Yes, peer specialist, residential assistant, staff on duty for any time of the night is 24 hours. So
medication management.
Yep. So even I don't care, Rogers or the hospitals, they can't do what we do. And again, these people have nowhere to go. Some of them come in and they just need to sober up. They still get a meal. They are able to brush their teeth, wash their face, and even if they don't stay the whole 7 days. So if they shut down Detox, not only are they stopping people from getting the help that they need, which I hear all the time is, what can we do to stop the death and the overdose of people using drugs, to turn around and say close a place that helps people. I remember in I've been clean from substance use and alcohol since 1993. My first step of getting to sobriety was First Step Detox.
Oh, wow.
It was on 12th and Highland. If it wasn't for that place, I wouldn't be here today. Not only did it save my life, but it saved my children's lives.
Wow.
So to shut it down, I just don't see the reasoning behind it.
Did they even give you an explanation of why? Because I got a question in the chat. Josh says, I got a question. Is the true first step is closing down because of internal issues? And then he said, or was it because people are not getting the quality care, or are these rumors? Can you clear this up, the rumors that they're saying about the care center? But these are the things that they're saying that was an issue. But what I'm saying is that when we talk about detox centers, you have a lot of mental health ideas as well.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I know it's issues when you're dealing with people that may not have a lot of cognitive thinking skills. So was there any issues internally?
So let me I like to answer that question. So I like to tell people who make comments like that, regardless to what you think about First Step, we help everybody. Like, you can go in the recovery community, and I guarantee you, over half of the people that got multiple years clean came through First Step. Right.
I met some people. Yeah.
Oh, most definitely. So nowhere's going to be perfect, especially when you're dealing with people with mental health issues and substance abuse issues. So, put it to you like this. We feed every treatment center in Milwaukee County. I've been a counselor at First Step for years. It's not a place that I have not sent a client, right, for treatment, right? So regards to what people think, we have so many people that benefits from First Step and still benefiting because they went to First Step. So that's basically all I got to say about that, right? Everybody got an opinion. I love First Step, right? Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be sitting there talking to you if it weren't for First Step. It helped you out. Right, exactly.
You have a living testimony.
Exactly.
And so does Michelle. I mean, like I said, I've met several people that stopped me since we did the first show. I was like, man, I hope that they don't close that center down. You know what I mean? Because I had a family member that went over there and got the support. Mm-hmm. So I'll say this, when you're dealing with multiple people from different backgrounds with mental health, you may hear a lot of stuff, but at the end of the day, how many people are getting the actual care and help and the ideal outcome?
Exactly.
Can I give you an example right quick? Here's an example.
Well, before you give the example, we got to run the break, Ron. Let's run the break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about this detox center. They're trying to keep it open. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
So I know that was going to come. Everybody has their own personal opinion.
Okay, well, something going on with the Andrew We went to break already. Stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. It's College Month on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, and we want to help your young scholar get those free scholarship dollars. All month long, we'll be highlighting local organizations who help students find thousands of dollars in scholarships each year. So be sure to tune in to 1017 The Truth's College Month so you can learn how your scholar can get those scholarship dollars. College Month on The Truth is sponsored by Marquette University and Educators Credit Union.
Tracy, going back to the process, and as it relates specifically to the partnership that Old National Bank has with Housing Resource, what does the process consist of when coming through this program?
It's a referral process. We work with clients that first-time homeowners that may not have the counseling that they need. They may not have the equity, the down payment that they need. So we refer them to our partners like HRI or Housing Resources, Inc., because we recognize that those organizations, they have the resources, they have the tutorial documentation and all of those things that are necessary for first-time homeowners that don't know the process, may not know the system, may not know what's required for home ownership. So working with Housing Resources, Inc. and other partnerships that we have like through WIDA has been very, very advantageous, not only for us, but also the organizations, but also for the community.
Wisconsin winters can be tough, and so are higher energy bills. The Community Advocates Milwaukee County Energy Assistance Program is ready to help you. Eligible Milwaukee County residents can receive help with their energy bills and weatherization benefits to keep you warm and help you manage your heating and electric bills. Schedule your personal appointment at keepwarmmke.org or call 414-270-4653. For more details about locations and hours of operation, go to communityadvocates.net. This program is administered by the State of Wisconsin Department of Administration.
My overall experience with Gruber Law Offices has been phenomenal.
The treatment was excellent.
They will be supportive of you. They will listen to you.
It was a great experience knowing that I had people to help me.
I know I could count on them to do what I needed to get done.
Experience with Gruber was great.
They gave me my life back.
It was amazing.
He gets results.
We know how to win. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices had my best interests at heart.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we believe brilliance lives in every child. Here, students are challenged, supported, and celebrated every single day. With small class sizes, dedicated teachers, and a proven track record of academic excellence, MCP is helping Milwaukee kids reach their fullest potential. Enrollment is still open for grades K-3 through 8. Spaces are limited. Apply today. Give your child a school where they'll thrive. Visit mkeprep.com or call today. Milwaukee College Prep, brilliance lives here.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We've been talking about this detox center that is set to close, a public detox center. And I'll tell you this is something that gets lost in the shuffle when we talk about the government shutdown and all the other things in the media right now. But I think that this is something that we got to continue to have the conversation about, because when we talk about these things and when we talk about detoxing, when we talk about families, once again, this is something that we truly need on the front lines. This is more of a front lines situation where a family has somebody going through the crisis. I hear a lot of people talk, let's have a talk about mental health. Let's have these conversations and, let's get ahead of it. But I always said, what do you do when somebody is having the crisis and it's crickets? They call the police. They call 911. And many times they don't know how to respond to somebody that's freaking out. They're there to get the situation under control. So if somebody's going through a crisis and out of control, that could end up in a bad situation for the person that's having the mental health crisis. Yes. If the officers are not CIT. Mm-hmm. So I always tell people what is going on here in this space, because the Detox Center usually deals with the mental health crisis, which I don't see enough resources for the crisis.
Yeah, so the Detox Center, we actually for drugs and alcohol, but because you're not going to have one without the other 99% of the time, right? So we end up dealing with a lot of people with mental health issues, and we end up referring them to other places. But most of the time, we're able to get them their medication. We're able to get them kind of like stable to be able to meet with a psychiatrist or something like that. Before we went to break, I wanted to say one thing. It's always those people at the top who think they know something, but they ain't down here with boots on the ground where we at. I see this every day, right? I'll give you a good example. They put Rogers on a pedestal because it's Rogers, right? Everybody I ever known that went to Rogers, they detox them and they hand them a piece of paper on their way out the door, and they say, call these places. These very people that they hand this paper to can't read, can't comprehend, ain't never called no.
They don't have an advocate to help them.
They don't have that advocate. What we do at First Step, if you come in that door and you seeking residential treatment, or you seeking mental health, or you just need help with just getting your medication, getting back on your medication right, we're gonna make sure that's what you get. If you want to go to residential treatment, we're gonna transport you after you detox straight to the residential treatment facility, whichever treatment facility you want to go to, because clients got the right to choose. So clients might choose any place. If you come there and you say, hey, I want to go to Oshkosh, Michelle, she's a counselor. She's gonna make the connection that she need to make to try to get you to where you want to go, right? So people always talking Rogers. Everybody I know that went to Rogers, all they tell me, yeah, they detoxed me and they put me in a cab and sent me to First Step.
Yes.
Every day we dealing with this. Just tell them anything. Go to First Step, they're going to send you to treatment. But once you get to us, if you're not positive for no drugs or alcohol, we still take care of you. We still try to help you out. But legally, we can't admit you into our facility.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So we do things like people come to us with no shoes, no socks, people come to us all kind of ways. But when they leave, they got shoes,
y'all have
socks.
Adapted to the people y'all serving.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
They might just be hungry. We got sandwiches right then and there for them. You ain't necessarily got to come in for services for us to feed you.
Right in the lobby.
If you show up with no shoes on, we're going to try to work with you and make sure you get some shoes. It might be snowing outside. So I just wanted to say that.
Okay, so like I said, if this is a necessary situation where people are in need of this, why do y'all feel personally that this is happening? Because this sounds like it's a needed service.
I think it's happening personally because they don't care about us. They don't care about our community. They don't care about our folks. Some of the people, powers that be, they want this problem to remain a problem because they make money off of it, off of our suffering and our despair. So I mean, a whole lot of different elements go into the reason why. But it boils down to the fact that they don't care about us, because if they cared about us, they'll make us a priority. And they'll make our needs a priority and the resources that's helping our people a priority in terms of their giving. But the first person they want to take away from is us. Because guess what? In their mind, we're expendable.
And this is, when you say they, this is the county.
Yeah, when
because
I say
they're cutting this out the budget. So not one person made that decision.
Definitely not one.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely.
What are the people that are elected to represent us saying? Like the black
representation.
Isn't that funny?
For our side of town, that's what they're there for to fight for what we need on our side of town.
I definitely want to speak up for my representative in the 7th District. Her name is Felicia Martin. I spoke with her last night. She's definitely for trying to keep the detox center open. She sees that there is a need, and she did appreciate people coming out. The town hall is very important, and that's where she got the information, because she didn't even understand what First Step actually was when she heard about it.
But that's the sad part.
Yeah, that's the sad part. But she didn't know. But when she heard the people speak at the town hall, she heard Ron, she heard Adam. And she was like, this service is desperately needed. She was like, I don't understand why they want to cut this out of the budget. So it is needed. But what she told me that even though they was to allocate the money for them, they don't have authority to tell the mental health division or the sheriff how to spend the money. So if they gave them the money, that doesn't mean that First Step would get it.
Why would they give it to them, though?
Because we fall up under that
Human
umbrella.
Services. So the mental health
board is
decided
over.
to cut.
Exactly.
So if they give the money to Human Services, that still don't mean Human Services is going to give it to us.
Hold on. You saying the mental health board?
Exactly.
So there's a mental health board.
There's a mental health board.
They're saying that they don't need a service that's on the front lines dealing with mental health.
Exactly.
Oh, Because wow.
AODA, that's what I said,
falls under mental illness. It's a mental illness.
Well, can't they mandate those dollars to be specific in terms of where they go? When they put that money in there, they could say, this money must specifically go to the
They have done it to other ideas.
At one time, they used to could do that, but what she told me last night, they don't have that with the sheriff department and with the mental health. They can give them the money, but they have no say-so as to how they spend it.
I don't believe that.
That's what she told me.
I don't believe that.
Well,
that's exactly what she told me.
And this is the problem, there's nothing clear here, and what she's saying is she's speaking from what she heard from an elected official.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is somebody that's there to try to work on our behalf. And if that's the case, and you say you don't believe it because you've seen other things happen in a way that you're speaking, and I have too. Mm-hmm. But when you talk about there's a board that's governing a certain concept or idea, is that wrote up different? Is the way that they do from the mental health standpoint? Because I see a lot of groups. They got men groups talking about mental health. They got female groups talking about mental health. They in the schools talking about mental health. But when, like I said, when somebody freaks out, I'm gonna call the police. And so that don't make no sense. If this is the First Step Detox Center is dealing with a lot of the crisis ideas.
Exactly.
Well, that's one less crisis resource that's going to be available to those having problems.
In order for First Step to be closed down and not gave the money, the mental health board had to take a vote.
Exactly.
And they voted against it.
They voted against it.
So if we're going to point fingers, I'm quite sure they the ones we point the finger at.
Exactly. And if the county supervisors, if they are on board, and there are some that's on it, like I told you, I talked to Mize, and I was on her. I called her 3 times last week. And I had to let her know, if you don't call me back, please remember, I am a voter. I also own property in your district, so my vote gonna count. She reached out to me, and I spoke with her last night. We talked for a whole hour, and when she broke that down to me, I was like, oh, my God, the community don't know that. See, that's why I say people need to reach out to. We elect them. We put them in office.
That's right.
So we need to get them on the phone and talk to them and demand to talk to them.
Yes.
Not their assistant. Mm-hmm. Talk to them personally to see where they stand. And that's why I have the utmost respect for her, because she told me she's all for this.
But
she don't understand why.
Well, look, we got to run the break. We got to go pay some bills. But when we come back, we're going to continue the discussion right here on the Tory Lowe Show about the Detox Center that may soon not be available to those in need in our community. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
There's nothing like Milwaukee Bucks basketball at Fiserv Forum. The dunks, the defense, the roar of 17,000 fans. It's even better when you're with friends or family. From jaw-dropping plays to buzzer-beating threes, every game is packed with unforgettable moments that you'll get to share together. So gather your crew and get your single game tickets today at bucks.com/single. That's bucks.com/single.
I love the Marquette community. I think, it to me resembles a family of some sort.
You are coming to a place that is not only going to give you a great education, but I think it's going to make you a very well-rounded individual.
Especially because of the size, you can definitely find your people. I came in and it was open arms. While you're here, we're going to try to make you feel that same love and make this place home. We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 101.7 The Truth.
I want you to really stress the importance of having an ethnically diverse blood supply. But I guess, what do you say to people that, for whatever reason, are apprehensive about giving blood?
It's not by accident that we are building this fixed donation site right in the heart of this Halyard Park, Harambe neighborhood. And to your point, our black and brown donors, it probably represents the smallest demographic in our donor base. That's attributed to multiple reasons. For those of us that understand the history, there is a lot of underlying mistrust of the healthcare system. And quite frankly, there's already challenges with how busy people are, how accessible they are to even know where to go to donate blood. And let's face it, a lot of folks are scared of needles, right? But when they get through all of that, the importance, I think, is a heavier burden on our black and brown communities, because there are a lot of different blood diseases that require what I'll call more of a match in blood that only comes from people of similar ethnicities. Something that's specific to our black donors and patients is something that I think your listeners are very familiar with: sickle cell disease. The only therapy that get them through their day-to-day life is blood transfusions. And it's not just a what I'll call average or normal blood type or blood transfusion. It's actually a specific blood with a specific type called RO blood. And this RO blood typically only comes from people of African descent and Hispanic descent. And so that's why it's so important that our donor base is diverse, so that it helps our ethnically diverse patient population.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Packers are back at home on Monday Night Football after a brutal loss against the Panthers. Their matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles is Monday night at 7:15. The Bucs got stone cold in Toronto last night, losing their third game of the season, 128-100. Head coach Doc Rivers.
The one thing with Giannis, and that's why he's such a treasure, he doesn't complain very often. So I always tell officials, if that guy's complaining, you're probably doing something wrong.
Bucs now look to face the Chicago Bulls on Friday at 7. UW-Milwaukee defeated Hampton 90-86 in their first game, while the Golden Eagles at Marquette defeated Albany 80-53. Marquette plays again tonight at 7 versus Southern University. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown team. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We got advocates in the building fighting for a detox center that is being cut from the budget, from the county. And over the years, I've had to deal with people going through mental health crisis. And for those that listen to the show, since the show started to now, I'd always ask the question, okay, where do these people with mental health crisis go? We understand the conversation because that's where all the money at. It seems like to me. It seems like they put a bunch of money into people talking about it.
That's right.
But now the people that's willing to be in this space where somebody have to be dealt with, whether it's drugs or maybe some type of crisis idea. I think we need more of those resources because I've seen how the police over the past couple years, when they come to these mental health crisis situations, several of them have ended in the death of the person going through the mental health crisis due to maybe they may have been holding a weapon or due to they're out of control and they may have seemed threatening or they were threatening. But all I'm saying is that now we have a detox center that's serving the community, serving everybody, but majority black, is on the chopping block. And Adam, you was telling a story about when you went to other facilities to try to get help, and you take away this detox center. What is left for people that's going through crisis?
Yeah, so I was telling a story about I went to Freighted Hospital, went through the detox. They have a very small detox unit for alcoholism. And they hooked me up with a social worker that seen me one time and came back and told me she was going to send me a pamphlet. And all the stuff was old. It was revised 2003. This was 2024. So all this information was like 21 years old. And I called, half these numbers didn't even work. And
half of the numbers didn't even work.
No, half the numbers were disconnected or wrong numbers. But the ones that did work, there was like a long waiting list. They weren't the ones that, First Step Detox provides, Janetta Robinson, Matt Talbot, and I went right back out to using. I went right back to the streets, nowhere to go, no stability, and discouraged.
Oh, wow.
That's one thing that Detox provides for you is a little bit of something to stand on.
And you went to First Step Detox?
Yeah, I was in First Step Detox.
And what was the difference?
The difference is that during your time in detox, they give you the option to go to treatment, and every day they'll come up to you in order that you came in, and they'll ask you, do you want to go to treatment? And they have beds available, and they'll let you know what facilities are open, and then you can decide to go and make that big step forward.
So they was advocating for you to get the resources. You felt like you had somebody that cared.
Yes.
Trying to move you into that big step of really taking the treatment.
And First Step has a lot of other things that I think we're forgetting about. They also have like AA meetings, NA meetings, support groups. Christian pastor comes in on Sundays. There's our RSC workers, which is recovery support coordinators. And they come in and they interview you to get you lined with the resources that you need once you leave detox. All these things are provided at detox. If you're not there, then they can't find you.
Right.
Then many people that come into detox don't have a phone, or they're working off Wi-Fi, so there's no way to get a hold of anybody. They're using text now numbers, which is Wi-Fi capable phone numbers. So if you leave there, you can call that number all you want. If they're not hooked up to Wi-Fi at the library, you're not reaching anybody.
Oh, wow.
So it's very difficult to get a hold of, a lot of people that live on the streets. So these
and that's coming from
available.
Somebody who needed the resources.
Exactly.
And went through almost every resources that was available.
Yes.
And you saying First Step was the one that brought you through?
First Step was my stepping stone. That put me in the right path.
Oh, wow.
Set me on a journey. I'm going on 5 months clean, 4.5 months clean now.
Congratulations.
And I'm.
And this is the place they putting on the chopping block.
Yes. It is, and the more and more we talk about it, it sits in the back of my mind. This is almost malicious. This is almost like you're taking a vital resource away from the community and the homeless people and the people that suffer from addictions from the streets. This is the only place that we have in the city of Milwaukee. Detox, 32nd and Locust. Everybody knows you can go there for help. And if you take that away,
right in the block,
where are they going to go for help? They're going to end up with a piece of paper sitting outside of Freighted Hospital with security asking you to leave the premises.
Yep.
Wow.
Talk about it.
Wow.
So we need the community to ask. Make those calls and ask, where are these people going to go to get the help that they need?
And aside from that, Tory,
Yeah.
we need people to get mad.
Exactly.
You know, we have to stop being so passive in our approach to these issues. We need to get angry about this stuff. That's why nothing changes, because people think nothing's going to happen. They feel there's no consequences. They can do whatever they want to do to us at our expense. We're expendable. We don't matter. You know, we'll get over it, or they'll figure it out. You know what? We're tired of having to figure it out. You know,
it sounds like it's about to be an issue that's going to bleed in our community.
It is, and we have to get angry about that, and we have to mobilize and say no. The church community, which I represent, the faith community, the community leaders out there, the advocates, the other organizations out there, everybody got to rally and come together and say, hell no, this won't go. You know, and put our foot down. I mean,
they
we
didn't
got to get pissed off.
Seemed like they done rounded up everybody to be upset about the SNAP benefits.
Thank you.
And while all of this is going on, the people that are on the front lines that need the true help that could cause, without it, it may be a uptick in other things.
It's going to be an uptick.
I mean, I don't want to put that out there out there in the universe. But what do you think is going to happen?
Crime is going to increase. More robberies. You know, burglaries. I mean, home invasions. Shoplifting. Yes.
So hold on. The Detox Center. How many people do they help? Is there?
Last year it was over 4,000 people went through Detox.
Okay, so 4,000 people now will probably have to try to find other options that nobody's really sure of, and then once they get to the point where there is no help, I think that it becomes an issue for the community at that point.
Yes. And these going to be crises. Like, people be going through crisis, right? People don't even be thinking when they going through it. Like, First Step Detox is almost like automatic to people with mental health and substance abuse problems. They ain't even got to think. They know where to go.
They know where to go.
You know, one day I was in my car. I sent this client that I had dealt with before, and he was just walking down the street. And I pulled over, and I said, hey, man, what's going on with you? He said, hey, Ron, I'm glad to see you. I'm looking for that place. And I'm like, what place? He said, you know the place. And I'm like, what place? So I put him in my car, and I go to Detox. As I'm riding up to the building, he said, there go the place right there.
Oh, wow.
That place.
That place.
Yeah.
And I just want to point out, we're approaching a time in this country where they're trying to make homelessness illegal. When this happens, it's going to be even more dangerous for our people on the streets, suffering from addiction and homelessness. It's just getting harder and harder for the American people that are struggling.
And it's going to be cold outside.
It's going to be cold outside.
It's sad to say that some people going to die just by the decision that they just made.
And don't they supposed to finalize the vote on the budget on
this week?
Friday or tomorrow? Tomorrow.
They made some amendments where we wasn't in the amendments. I've been in positive talk. Like I say, I seen David Crowley. You know, he had positive stuff to say, but in the end, it was negative.
Exactly.
They can't come up with the
That's
money.
spin, man. That's spin. When they get to talk about it just ain't no money, that's bull crap. Well, y'all it's just we would, but there's no money. Man, stop. You know, you would, then you can. You know, you just won't.
And what is David Crowley trying to run for?
Governor.
You better say that.
And the path to the governor office, I keep saying it, runs through our community. Everybody that's sitting on that county board of supervisors, occupying those seats, you got to get our vote to sit there. You know, I mean, we have to start holding people
accountable.
I'm just so upset that we so passive when it comes to dealing with the issues in our own community that devastates our people, and nobody gets mad. It's like we're conditioned to accept this foolishness, and we got to stop being so passive in our resistance. We have to get angry, and we have to make people accountable for doing these things to us by voting them out, kick them all out, and start over again with people that care about us.
Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. I want to know, what can we do? It's the last minute.
Last minute.
We on the last few hours.
Yes.
That's it. And then January 1, bam, no more Detox.
Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Man, if we don't
more of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is 1017 The Truth's Kyle Wallace, and the time is now, Milwaukee. Truth to Power is your platform, and on my show, our community always has a voice. There is no topic that is off limits, and I always give you my authentic opinions on how I feel, because keeping it real is the only way I know how to get down. Listen to Truth to Power with me, Kyle Wallace, every day from noon to 1 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube at 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
Are you ready to do some baking? Because it's We Energy's cookie book time. This year's book is packed with dozens of cookie recipes to bake and share. We're sure you'll find a few new favorites. Pick up your copy of this holiday tradition from We Energies at one of our drive-through distribution events. Go to WeEnergies.com to find an event near you. From all of us at We Energies, we offer you warm wishes for a bright holiday season. We Energies. Energy you can depend on.
Your home has been working hard for you. Now it's time to let it work a little harder. With a home equity line of credit from Brewery Credit Union, you can turn the equity you've built into smart solutions. Pay off high-interest debt, remodel your kitchen, or take care of life's unexpected expenses with flexible access to funds when you need them. Apply today and put your home's value to work for you. Visit brewerycu.com or stop by Brewery Credit Union. Equal housing lender. Federally insured by NCUA.
Students learn best when they can put their knowledge into action. JA's Stock Market Challenge teaches high school students how to analyze stocks and how current events impact value. Thanks to RSM, our partner that makes this program possible. It's just one of many ways JA brings learning to life. To learn more, visit wisconsin.jaa.org.
Join Marketplace Wisconsin on December 10th and 11th, where contract-ready small businesses meet buyers, partners, and mentors. Register now at marketplacewisconsin.com. That's marketplacewisconsin.com.
Seriously injured? Make one call. That's all.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, the Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Look, we got a situation that's in the ninth inning, and the Detox Center, the First Step Detox Center, is in the awakenings of being closed, and we have members, community members, service workers that are here in the studio that are just saying, look, this is a needed resource in our community, and it's about to be gone. And this may have some negative repercussions on the community. This facility is on 32nd and Locust. So this is right in the middle of the neighborhoods that need it the most. Yeah. We talked about if they don't have this facility, where people go, where are they going to go? And it wasn't looking too good. The answers wasn't looking too not the best. But what can people do in this ninth hour to try to help bring some attention to this?
We need everybody that will pick up the phone. Pick up the phone, call down to the County Board of Supervisors office. Ask who your supervisor is in your area by giving them your address. Tell them to transfer you to that person. tell that person that we need them to stand on not closing or defunding Detox. Make it clear to your county board representative that your vote for them is going to depend on their vote for us. That's what everybody got to do. Make them know my vote for you is going to depend on your vote for us when it comes to keeping or funding Detox. That's the push we got to have. I know people not going to get up, come out in the cold early in the morning to go up to the courthouse building for this hearing. I know they're not going to do that because we asked them to do that before and they didn't. But they can pick up the phone in the warmth of your home and you can call, bug them, harass them, be angry. I'm not saying be nice to them. They need to feel our hurt, our pain, the urgency of this matter tomorrow because the clock is today. It's not too late even today. Flood their phones today. Call them now. Start right now. Letting them know how we feel that you will not continue to be allowed to kill us without consequences.
Yes. And if you don't get anyone on the phone, make sure you leave a message. A lot of times they have a representative that would answer. Let that representative know that, look, hey, I want to talk to my county supervisor. Let them know that, hey, time is running out. I want to hear where they stand on this. Even call Crowley's office. You know, the main number.
Please call Crowley office.
Call the main office. Leave messages. I mean, flood it with messages. We need those calls to come through. If you can't come out tomorrow, leave those messages. That phone should be blowing up.
And just so you know, it's the County Board of Supervisors meet tomorrow in the courthouse, room 200. It's the budget adoption meeting. So if you can't come out in the morning, I'll be there. Come out and support us. We're trying to keep Detox open because if Detox closes, it's going to mean death in our community.
Wow.
They're going to defund Detox.
Michelle,
They're going to have to fund
Adam.
They're going to have to fund. They're going to detox. They're going to defund Detox. They're going to have to fund another morgue. That's all.
Oh, wow.
That's what's going to happen.
Yes. All of us have a family member, a loved one, or somebody that we know that struggles with mental illness or addiction. And everybody in the mental health field knows that people with mental illness, 9 times out of 10 will stop taking their medication and self-medicate. So when you're calling the police and all of this for your loved one because they're having some type of mental health crisis, the first thing that they're going to do is send them to Detox. And once they come to Detox and they have detox from the substance that they used, then we set them up with a mental health specialist that will prescribe their mental health medications to start them back on their medications again, and we assist them with getting to the proper place to continue on addressing their mental illness and their addiction. If Detox closes, everybody that's sitting around talking about the crime and people with mental health and the homelessness, to me, they really don't care. They just want to sit back and talk about it, but nobody is trying to do anything about it in reality. Because if they were, they would not be trying to close down First Step Detox.
Well, could I say one last thing? If they shut down Detox and defund Detox, causing that shutdown, I'm going to make a promise that the faith-based community is going to mobilize in this upcoming election next year, and we're going to make sure that consequences fall on those that stood idly by and did nothing. I promise you I'm making that commitment right now. So I'm making that commitment to the county board supervisors as well as Crowley, the county exec who inspires to be governor. If that happens, I promise you it's going to be my life mission to make sure that don't happen for them.
Oh, wow. And I'll say this. If you want to call, I guess we Googled and tried to figure out what the number is to the Milwaukee County Board of Supervisors. They said to contact the Milwaukee County Board of Supervisors, you can call 414-344-6711 to try to call and get the information on who's your county supervisor and let them know how you feel about this situation.
Did you just say 344-6711?
Yep.
That's the bus line number.
Okay, well, they said the Milwaukee County Board. This is on the internet.
That's just an example. That's an example. That's an example right there.
Well, we got another number. Well, I don't know because this is what.
No, they known for posting stuff and then taking it down and changing.
Well, what's the number, Adam? Hold on, be quiet. 414-278-4212. 4212. 414-278-4212.
Call that number.
Now, what number is that?
That's not the bus line number.
Okay, good.
Say that number one more time.
414-278-4212.
All right.
Hold on, you finna call it, Bishop?
Yes, this is Bishop Brooks.
Here we go. He called
right
it.
Now from the Tory
Wait a
Lowe
minute.
show.
Wait a minute. No.
I speak to
look, when we come back, because I don't think we can do that legally. And look, when we come back, hey, I appreciate y'all for coming through. I appreciate y'all for coming on the show today. Y'all
can't do it legally.
We the people. Hey, but once again, let your voices be heard. Thank y'all for coming through.
Thank you, Tory.
Thank you for having
Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Hey, think you're the ultimate trivia champ? Well, prove it against us, your favorite WTMJ host.
It's free to play. All we ask is bring a new unwrapped toy to benefit Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive.
Or you can donate at WTMJ.com. Just text TOY to the WTMJ Talk and Text line.
855-616-1620. Grab your friends. Test your smarts. All while helping a great cause.
It's the WTMJ Trivia Challenge, coming to a place near you.
Check out the schedule of where we will be at WTMJ.com.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments, Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
I'm Angela Bassett. As a first responder on screen, I know what it means to act fast in an emergency. In real life, the same urgency can save lives, especially when it comes to a food allergy. For 33 million Americans, one bite can turn an ordinary meal into a life-threatening reaction. And too often, they don't have the one thing that could save them: epinephrine. But emergencies don't wait. And when a severe reaction happens, being prepared makes all the difference. Now, there's a needle-free option, a new way to carry epinephrine that makes it easier than ever to be ready. No needles, no hesitation, because when the unexpected happens, the best thing you can do is be ready. Know the risk, know the options, be ready to act. Learn more at foodallergy.org/ready to act.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. And you think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a bright, focused foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
Tory Lowe Show. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And I want to talk about this situation. The Element Lounge was closed down. Let's get this story about the Element Lounge, because this brings up a question that I've been seeing online. If they shutting down bars for what's happening on the outside of the bar, then a lot of bars are going to be shut down due to the behavior and activities of people who ain't got no sense. Now, the Element Lounge has been in the news for multiple situations over the years, and I'll say this, a lot of it didn't happen inside the Element Lounge. A lot of it was the behavior that happened on the outside of the Element Lounge, but they were patrons. They were at the Element Lounge. But it's a lot of things that's going on where a lot of bars, if this is the way it's going to happen, a lot of bars should be shut down due to the behavior. It was just a shooting at a bar downtown. This is not going to stop. So what I'm saying is, okay, if this is what they're going to do, then every bar that has an incident that happens outside of their establishment may fall victim to what happened to the Element Lounge. We got some video of the Common Council and the Element Lounge. They had to take a vote. If you're watching as we broadcast live, let's listen.
Revocation hearing back in October was more than 4 hours long. Multiple people testified, some pushing for Element Lounge to close, while others supported it staying open, saying that the bar was being blamed for things out of its control. We talked with the attorney representing Element Lounge today, and he says that this is setting a problematic precedent for other bar owners in the city.
They attributed the last 20 years of the problems there to my client.
After Common Council voted 11-4 to revoke the license of Element Lounge, the lounge's attorney says next they're taking the city to court.
We have a few days to get into court and get a judge to try to convince a judge that the city erred in their decision based upon the law and the facts, and hopefully get a restraining order to keep them open pending a full hearing on the merits.
MPD filed a revocation complaint citing multiple shootings connected to the lounge.
We do want to emphasize that violence of this nature threatens our city's reputation.
Alderman Bob Baumann represents the district Element Lounge is in. He cited suspensions dating back to 2008. Neighborhood property owners say tenants have broken leases over safety concerns.
The inspector of police who was present was asked a question by the committee, Public Safety Committee, what's your biggest problem on Water Street? And they said Element Bar.
But the lounge's attorney says revoking the bar's license sends the wrong message.
I think a lot of the bar owners and nightclub owners in the city are concerned that they're going to be held responsible for activities from people that are not even frequenting their establishments that occur outside.
Element Lounge's owner says there were contractual obligations from the previous owner. Once those were done, the plan was to turn it into a sports bar.
We filed an amendment to our public entertainment premise license, moving dancing, disc jockeys, promoters, and asking for pool tables.
But the city ultimately decided it was time to close.
All right, well.
For now,
I'll say
Element
this.
Lounge will.
I'll say this. If this is the case, because we know that a lot of times where there's a lot of urban ideas, an urban club downtown, Element was probably the main urban idea with black promoters that allowed, hip hop and things like that. So this has been the kind of the same song at the Common Council when the Element comes up. And they have different owners. These are new owners. I don't think they've even been owners for like 6 months when they got the establishment. So when you talk about violence happening outside of where you can actually do anything about, you got clubs even from over the weekend that have riffraff. I call it riffraff. People that's out here doing things that they're not supposed to do. So when these things start taking place, and they've already taken place, so it should be at least 5 or 6 other bars up for revocation. And I'll say this, if this is the case, where do we go from here? Because pretty soon we won't have nowhere to go. We won't have nowhere to go due to the action of others. So I want to open up the lines. Should bars, clubs be held responsible for what happens outside of their establishment, outside of their control? Because you're going to have people acting a fool. It's people acting a fool on Water Street. It's people, then they just had to close Brady Street down, like around their Halloween festival. They just had to shut that down. There was fights breaking out, all kinds of stuff, So all I'm saying is this the president? Pretty soon we're not gonna have nowhere to go because the foolishness ain't gonna stop. And I believe that the Element Lounge has become the scapegoat for what's happening downtown. Because there's other bars that have shootings and fights. So will this be the standard, or it's just because the Element had a hip hop element to it? Because I done seen brawls and it wasn't no hip hop. It was Britney Spears.
Some country music.
It was country music. They was fighting after a few drinks. Okay, so I want to know. I want to open up the lines. I want to get a few callers to call in, and we got a poll in the chat. Should clubs, bars be responsible for what happens outside of their range of security? Where do the club responsibilities stop, and where do personal accountability begins? Somebody help me out. Somebody help me understand this. 833-212-1017. It's going to be something happening this weekend. Every time you look up on the news, there's something going on outside of establishments where people be drinking. Now, I know that if it would happen if this had originated from the inside, okay, you ain't got your situation under control. It ain't safe in here. Okay, I can see that. Shut it down. But if they didn't went down the block, if they ain't nowhere around where I'm at, or is something going on where people are acting a certain kind of way, how much responsibility is that on the establishment? 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Somebody let me know. Have you ever been out and you left the club or the bar, and all of a sudden some stuff took place down the block? I didn't have this happen multiple times. Anytime it's drugs and alcohol being used, most people get out, whatever they choose to do with themselves, if they want to choose drugs or alcohol and do all that extra. I mean, who's controlling that? Is it the club owner? don't think so. I don't think so. And this is what I call a scapegoat situation where downtown needs to find a scapegoat and say we starting fresh. But I'm telling you, that is not the case. There's going to be more incidents happening downtown. It's not happening just with the Element Lounge. It's happening around. It's just this behavior, this aggressive nature. It's an uptick in this. And homicides. Okay. But do you believe that the establishment is responsible if things happen outside of their control? Somebody let me know. 833-212-1017. I need to hear. We got Eddie on the lines. How you doing, Eddie?
Good. Tory, where's my intro? Tory?
You're going to have to talk to Andrew. Andrew going to have to get with DJ Brother Z and see if he can get it back together. Andrew said
I'm just going to tell you, Tory.
He here now, and you got to do what he say.
No, that's not the way it works with colonization.
Wait a minute. This white on white. This might be white on white crime.
Now, hold on a second. Let me explain this to you. Benjamin was your producer.
Right.
A full black man from Racine, Wisconsin, proud to be black man.
And then
DJ Brother. Really?
Yeah, he got his own morning show, yeah.
Where?
Now he has his own show. Go to his page. Go to his page. You'll see it.
Okay. Well, okay. I'll check it out. But I take it on another radio station, correct?
It's okay. I mean,
okay, I know.
I just seen it over the weekend.
Just like baseball. People get traded to go to other places in advance. It happens in radio too. Right. Sure. Right. So first it was DJ Brother Z, and then it was Zach, who I believe
How do you say it's DJ Brother Z dealing with Zach? It's the same person, Eddie.
I'm sorry. I mean Benjamin, and then it was DJ Brother Z,
extra bodies.
And he is mixed. I think
this is what you did to your body count. You always added a little extra.
And now, Tory, with my ability and forethought of colonizing 101.7 as a white guy, now your producer is a white guy, and we're making strides.
It ain't how you get down. This is equal opportunity. Everything is equal opportunity. We don't believe in discrimination, and we just believe that the best person to do the job is going to have a job. So when you talk about about just having the opportunity to be an equal opportunity employer, this is the example that we have right here at 101.7 The Truth. We got to lead by example.
I understand that. And the voice from Texas, that doesn't hurt. And I think you like bossing around a white guy. But beyond that, Tory, let me just say something.
You got to make sure that you get a good relationship with Andrew.
I will. Actually, he should be schmoozing me. Zach was schmoozing me. Wanted to have lunch with me. Wanted to get together, do some brainstorming ideas over at the food court.
And Zach ain't even here to defend himself. See, you weren't saying all this when he was president.
That works.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Here we go.
That's not true. Tory, I just want to say something. The city of Milwaukee is far behind the times, okay? Violence is a part of black culture, and that's all there's to it. Rap, hip-hop, whatever it may be, the drive-by.
It's a part of American culture, and I'll tell you this, violence been around. Violence was acted upon the black community, and so when you talk about you isolate and you try to say black this and black that, and this is where the learning has to take place, because you don't even understand your own history, Eddie, because when you talk about violence in America, that's how a lot of the things that were gained on your side was taken through violence. So Eddie,
sorry, are you talking about the history of blacks coming from Africa over to Italy to rape and pillage my people?
Hold on, let me tell you something. When you go,
sorry, I had a 40-inch vertical leap.
You got a 4-inch what? You know what? I don't
40-inch vertical leap at one time.
Look, you know what, Eddie? I thank you for calling in. I appreciate that. But this is a PG-13 program. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's College Month on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, and we want to help your young scholar get those free scholarship dollars. All month long, we'll be highlighting local organizations who help students find thousands of dollars in scholarships each year. So be sure to tune in to 1017 The Truth's College Month so you can learn how your scholar can get those scholarship dollars. College Month on The Truth is sponsored by Marquette University and Educators Credit Union.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Hey, we've been having another powerful conversation today. Also, hungry for something fresh and delicious? Get your favorites from Cousin Subs delivered straight to your door. From their freshly baked bread and hand-sliced meats and cheeses to their famous sides, crispy golden fries, Wisconsin cheese curds, or creamy mac and cheese. Every meal made to order and ready to enjoy. Order is quick and easy, online or through the Cousins app. Whether it's a solo lunch, family dinner, or a spread for the whole crew, let them bring it straight to you, fast and fresh. Cousin Subs, we believe in better. But there's a situation that I wanted to talk about. There's a 19-year-old that was killed outside an unlicensed venue in Milwaukee. This was something that happened recently. I want to discuss this. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got video. Let's listen.
Hear more shots. Pow, 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 pow.
Right after hearing the gunshots from her home, Teresa Scott says she called 911 and immediately ran to the scene.
We learned a 19-year-old is killed, and we learned that that 19-year-old is related to people that we are related to, which makes it even more personal.
She believes Jarvis Phillips Willis would still be alive today if this unlicensed business hadn't thrown an illegal party.
I think the onus should be on the owner of the building, because she is the one that is renting the building out to people who want to have clubs, bars, or party halls.
Michael Maselman is the building owner's attorney.
We boarded it up, we've locked the doors, he brings in a locksmith, changes the locks. It's egregious. And again, you know, what even says he's going to stop? Even if we get a legal document from the court saying, get out of there.
Maselman says no matter what the landlord does, the unlicensed tenant keeps coming back.
Yet again, he had an illegal party. Some of the people that were in his establishment wandered out onto the street, and there was a killing.
Maselman says they tried to evict the tenant, but a judge dismissed the case. Their latest eviction lawsuit filed last month says the tenant owes $62,000 in back rent. He failed to obtain permits and licenses to operate a business, and he has not vacated the premises.
What needs to change?
Well, we need to finally get a court order to evict him. And if he shows up again, arrest him for trespass, arrest him for, we can get a restraining order against him.
I showed up at the business today where I found the unlicensed tenant, Jonathan Springfield Burnett.
I did take a picture of this space. I posted it on Facebook, and I never imagined that I would get any type of inquiries, but I did.
What was your reaction to hearing a teen was shot outside and people are connecting it to your business?
I was shocked, honestly. I couldn't believe it.
Springfield Burnett admits he was here Saturday night to throw a party, one night after MPD says it cited him for hosting an event without a public entertainment license. Why are you holding events when you don't have an event license?
So it's a Rise Kitchen is a startup. I had actually...
Regardless of if it's a startup, if you're hosting events here and you don't have a license, that's not allowed.
Yeah, and we're not at all anymore. So
there was an event here on Saturday night that preceded the shooting, correct?
On Rise Kitchen property, there was no shooting.
But I'm asking you if there was an event here preceding the shooting.
At Rise Kitchen, we had a gathering, and it was private.
Springfield Burnett tells me the parties are on pause until he gets a license through the city. He's doing eviction court on Friday.
And he going to eviction court on Friday, too. So is $62,000 behind? He shouldn't have talked to the news. He should have the news person talk to his attorney. Because he didn't answer the questions right, you know what I mean? So you can obviously see that he needed the cash. Rise Kitchen, they say. It's supposed to be like a restaurant or something.
Is there such thing as bad publicity?
Yeah, I guess there's no such thing as bad publicity unless you're behind on, and you about to get evicted.
At least you're $62,000.
And you ain't got the license. Hold on, you trying to? How you gonna go now and get the license after this happened? And the attorney that was talking was the same person working for the Element Lounge. Hey,
he knows property.
He's busy. He's probably great at dealing with incidents that involve nightclubs, I guess.
Commercial real estate.
Yeah, commercial real estate. So that's wild. That's wild. Not really a city girl says, why is he talking to that news reporter? Hey, he should have just said no comment. And but now they got him on the news looking stupid, and he had his finger in his mouth because he was nervous. Hey. Also, I want to go down to Florida, where a Florida dad was charged after letting unlicensed son drive family car. Here we go. Two situations where unlicensed young man, one is operating a facility that he about to get evicted from, and well, I guess a 19-year-old was killed at the unlicensed venue. I don't know exactly how old was the guy that was talking, but he got killed at an unlicensed venue. And now we got a situation where a Florida dad has been charged with letting unlicensed son drive the family car. We got some audio on this. Let's listen.
Our cameras were there after the deadly crash in 2023 as a community grieved the deaths of a woman and 3 children. The children's mother, Sabrina Hernandez, shared her sadness and anger.
My whole family is gone, and I feel like there's no excuse for that. So sometimes you get a little bit angry.
Though it's been delayed, this may not be a case of justice denied. Highway Patrol has arrested 68-year-old Richard Ferguson for the deadly crash. They say Ferguson is the father of the then 15-year-old driver driver who was behind the wheel at the time of the crash. The judge at Ferguson's first appearance granted him a $60,000 bond. Attorney Albert Yanfa isn't involved in the case, but says the state's working hard to hold people accountable.
The state prosecutors are really throwing the book at Mr. Ferguson in this particular case.
Highway Patrol says Ferguson knowingly let his unlicensed teenage son and 3 also underage passengers drive that night. They say Ferguson even moved his own pickup truck out of the way to let them leave the driveway. Law enforcement expert James Copenhaver says it's all part of the same tragedy.
He's looking at multiple felony charges, all due to his negligence of allowing this kid access to this car. And it's just a horrific story.
The crash happened at the intersection of San Miguel Street and Laurel Avenue in Ponciana. Experts say these charges should be a message to all parents of young drivers.
If your child is out driving your car and it's registered in your name, you need to be aware of where it's going, who's with this child, and are they properly equipped to be driving.
All right. 2 situations where, first of all, unlicensed ideas is never good. It's never good when somebody has an unlicensed idea going on. So that's the first sign of like, I don't think I want to be a part of this. And when you talk about the situation in Florida, you know, how many parents how many loved ones let somebody in their family, you can take the car, without checking if they got the driver's license situations together. And it seemed like this elder moved his car so they could take off. Maybe they told him they was going to bring him something back. You know, y'all like it when they going to bring you something back. Let me grab the car. I'm going to bring you your favorite snack back. I'm going to bring you back something from McDonald's or something like that. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead now. Go ahead now. Hurry up and get back now with my snacks or with whatever. And look what happened. And now he going something simple like that. Now he's going to jail. I bet you when they threw the cuffs on him, he was like, wait a minute, I ain't do nothing. Okay, but well, you allow somebody to irresponsibly drive your car. I remember when I was coming up, I didn't want nobody to drive my car because they would go out there and race it. I had a Monte Carlo. I think I had like I had bought this Monte Carlo when I was a senior in high school. And it was like a tan Monte Carlo. It had the rims on it. And every time I would let somebody use it, they would go race somebody in the car. Thank God nobody got hurt. Then when they ran the brakes out, nobody wanted to borrow it no more because now they didn't want to help me fix the brakes. Help me after they didn't drag race my car. You know what? I ain't gonna even tell it because folks, when the car went bad, then nobody wanted to help me fix it. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll be joined on the lines by advocate Arthur Elizabeth Brown. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Wisconsin winters can be tough, and so are higher energy bills. The Community Advocates Milwaukee County Energy Assistance Program is ready to help you. Eligible Milwaukee County residents can receive help with their energy bills and weatherization benefits to keep you warm and help you manage your heating and electric bills. Schedule your personal appointment at keepwarmmke.org or call 414-270-4653. For more details about locations and hours of operation, go to communityadvocates.net. This program is administered by the State of Wisconsin Department of Administration.
Ready to hit the road in your new car? At Brewery Credit Union, we make it easy with affordable payment options on auto loans designed to fit your budget. Whether it's a brand new ride or the perfect used vehicle, we'll help you get behind the wheel faster. With flexible terms, quick approvals, and personalized service you can trust. Don't wait. Start your journey today. Apply online at brewerycu.com or visit us at Brewery Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
Coming with straight truth.
Tory, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you when I first started hearing your voice. And what you're doing, in the words of T-Pain and Gorilla, I love it.
Thank you, brother. Bless.
Hey, I'm down with you, man. I missed your last gathering, but the next one, I'm going to be there. And I'm going to make sure I introduce myself because, hey, you're God in all circumstances.
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Never miss a moment of The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on the new 101.7 The Truth.
Violence is a tool. Violence is a tool of oppression. It's a tool of subjugation. It's a tool of manifest destiny. Let's not say all of a sudden, oh, hip-hop music is why people are... No. Y'all know how America was discovered? Murder, slavery, human trafficking. The origins of violence predates hip-hop. Can we at least agree on that?
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Tap into the best power hour in radio in Milwaukee.
Dropped my pants. I had to make sure I wasn't seen. You know, I don't want nobody to get surprised.
This is a sick Negro.
I'm just a real one. I peed again, came on back. I said, what y'all been doing? We've been out here for 3 hours. Y'all ain't peed yet? Just sitting here, we playing beer pong, and y'all sitting here peeing next to me? I'm still itchy today. Thinking something wrong. Am I the only one that's astonished by this?
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
Your expression on your face, that's got to me. And the man wasn't lying.
What you mean the expression on my face? How can you see my face? You listening to me on the radio, man.
No, I'm watching you on YouTube, too.
Oh, all right, then. You're an old man, and you know about YouTube. How old are you, Adam? You about 85.
83.
I'll be dipped. How blessed are we to have you?
Watch all your favorite 101.7 The Truth shows by subscribing to 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by FidelityWealthManagement.com. Black-owned fast food restaurant Big Dave's Cheesesteaks is growing. Founder and CEO Derek Hayes is launching several locally operated franchises around the country. But while the growth is a big win for Hayes, the recent uncertainty surrounding tariffs is giving the entrepreneur some pause.
My franchisees got to be able to make their money hit their marks. So there's a lot of pressure on me right now.
Hayes' early franchise model relies on him being able to tell his franchisees exactly how much it'll cost to open and operate a new store. But right now, prices going forward are getting hard to predict.
When it comes to my walk-in coolers, when it comes to my grills, when it comes to my hoods, all these things that I have a set cost on, and I kind of could tell the franchisee, you know, this is what the cost is going to be, but now we don't know because of what's going on with the tariff.
That's Derek Hayes in a conversation on Bloomberg. Entrepreneurs everywhere are looking for answers and hoping for stability. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Packers are back at home on Monday Night Football after a brutal loss against the Panthers. Their matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles is Monday night at 7:15. The Bucs got stone cold in Toronto last night, losing their third game of the season, 128-100. Head coach Doc Rivers.
The one thing with Giannis, and that's why he's such a treasure, he doesn't complain very often. So I always tell officials, like, if that guy's complaining, you're probably doing something wrong.
Bucs now look to face the Chicago Bulls on Friday at 7. UW-Milwaukee defeated Hampton 90-86 in their first game, while the Golden Eagles at Marquette defeated Albany 80-53. Marquette plays again tonight at 7 versus Southern University. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown team. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app at 101.7thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Looking for a delicious meal without breaking the bank? Cousin Subs have you covered. Their $10 meal deal gives you 7.5-inch ham and provolone, turkey breast, or veggie sub piled high with fresh hand-sliced ingredients, crispy veggies, and all your favorite toppings. Add a bag of chips or a regular fry, a fountain drink, and a cookie for all just $10. This deal is available online or through the Cousins app only, and you can enjoy your meal at home, at work, or deliver straight to your door. Hot and fresh, Cousin Subs, we believe in better. Available at participating locations. Hey, look, we got advocate author Elizabeth Brown on the V-Mix with me. If you're watching this week broadcast live, you can see Elizabeth Brown.
Salute. Happy Wednesday.
Queen? Happy Wednesday.
Hey, it's hump day. Salute.
Hey, look, it's not only hump day, it's birthday time.
Absolutely. Scorpios is in the building, you know? Hey, it's Scorpio season. You seen that's why the moon out.
Happy birthday to Elizabeth Brown. Her birthday coming up. You know, she tried to take the whole month of November for her birthday.
Why not? I mean, I do have real big energy.
In the chat.
Absolutely.
Well, I'll say this. We've been having a lot of conversations on the show today. I guess I'll start with the Detox Center. The advocates came through saying that they're in the ninth hour. They're in the ninth inning. And it doesn't look too good for the Detox Center on 32nd and Locust. First Step Detox Center right in the middle of the community where so many people need the resource.
Especially when we have all of these individuals running around playing like they care about the violence, the crime. Again, how? Because again, one thing for sure and two for certain, we know when our loved ones or people that we know have these addictions, that they are not in their right mind. Okay. When we're talking about people with addictions, they steal from their family, they steal from their loved ones, you know. When you have that monkey on your back, which is addiction, they're not their selves. And so when this place gets shut down, who do they think gonna get preyed on? You know, on top of the fact that without that help, like the guy Adam stated, how many ODs are we going to see? You know, how many funerals is it going to be? How is it that the people are taxed to the max and everybody acting like they care about the betterment of the community when at the same time we're paying more money for these people to get the help? But why isn't the help ever coming is the question. Again, we're paying more, we're getting less. The more we pay, the more we get taxed, the more things they're shutting down. I mean, it's just not adding up for me. Whose idea was this, and how did we get to this point knowing that that type of treatment is needed?
Well, they say that the mental health board over the county made the cut.
Is that a contradiction or what?
I don't know. It's just,
you know?
Oh, wow.
Like, okay, so you're telling me that the people that's supposed to be over mental health, and again, me and you done had this conversation several times about do they really care about mental health? Because again, the title of having mental health, they saying, you know, that there's a stigma, but again, people who we know are not in their right mind, getting felonies for not being in their right mind and going to a hospital and then they're able to lock them up. So I mean, all of this to me, you know, is a contradiction. The same people who claiming that there should be help is the same people who allowing it to get the help to get shut down because it's on Locust.
Hey, I don't know. It's on 32nd and Locust. That's what they said, and
so that's what I'm saying.
People in the community, everybody uses the facility. But a
Absolutely.
lot of people that look like me and you are the ones that kind of are in and out those doors as well. So it's just tragic.
And again, like I said, it makes sense because again, for a long time, you know, I have several acquaintance and people that I work with who also help in alcohol recovery and, you know, drug addictions, especially crack. And for years, a lot of when all of these monies came out, when it was the opioids, when people were getting big pharma addicting people to these certain drugs or whatever, people who was on crack cocaine was being turned away. Wow. So again, we really have to look at how these individuals over the mental health decide to shut the only place down that was really doing the heavy lifting, especially in our community, because that's for them to be on top of this and take money from this, knowing what it is that they bring to the table is an act of violence.
Oh, wow.
Because that just leaves us vulnerable
to whatever gonna happen. And I don't
On
think
top
that,
of, you know,
I think that when you talk about public safety,
that part.
shutting down a resource like this, they say 4,000 people then came through these doors.
Come on.
Okay, so and they're being referred to by the institutions that they're saying that will now replace or kind of replace the idea, the hospitals, things like that.
Absolutely.
They were sending their patients to First Step.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Again, you
So
know,
here we go.
when you hear big names like Rogers, like they stated what they do, you know, he said they gave him documentation that was outdated, that was back in 2003, 20 years old, outdated information. But again, it's well to do, it's well funded, but it's not in the inner city of Milwaukee. So, I
Wow.
mean,
Well, here we go. Also, I
that
talked
part.
about this, you know, and a lot of people were starting to trying to kind of raise their eyebrow to this this Virginia governor race.
Oh my.
Where they're saying that a black woman ran against the white opponent, and Obama came through and kind of went for Abigail and left, you know,
the sister
off onto the sideline. but what I'm saying is he tried to make black men feel a guilt trip.
He chastised.
He chastised
Okay.
black men during the election for Kamala Harris,
who was fake acting black.
Hey.
Okay, she represented herself as Indian descent. Okay, in the reality of again, like you said, you know, everything is being exposed. These people play games, and they play games to win, and whatever that look like. Again, you stated some pivotal things that people gotta know. We have to stop being pawns in the gangster rivalry of Democrats and Republicans, the Bloods and the Crips. I mean, technically, that's exactly what it is. Again, you have Obama, who been a joke, and this really exposes him at his core.
I wouldn't have had no problem with who he supported, because I understand politics. I understand the donkey's gonna hang out and the elephant's gonna hang out. But when you come and try to guilt trip somebody off a race and race bait somebody, and then you say, "Oh, this is a black woman, you need to vote for her," and then you go and do the exact opposite.
Absolutely. It's a game.
So this is the game. So I'm only gonna manipulate you to do what I want you to do.
Absolutely. When I want you to do
When
it.
I want you to do
It's
it.
beneficial. Absolutely. And at the end of the day, I mean, when we think about who Obama is, when you go back and you look at what he done for the black community, absolutely nothing. So I'm not surprised. However, like I said, everything that we've talked about, everything that we're saying, the same people who causing the problems are at the same time moving like it's not a problem, you know, but they want to get us riled up and make it seem like they're doing something that they're not. And the whole time it's a game that's being played, and all of these individuals are self-serving.
Like I said, I don't know why people are so botted out that they can't see what's happening, you know.
I mean, it's a program.
And I'll say this, you know, if this is just regular politics, I don't have a problem with Obama supporting Abigail, because that's party. That's party lines. But
I mean,
but when he came at the men, because I felt some type of way, and I said,
as you should have,
when it happened, I said,
as you should have.
That's what this man is up here talking about, trying to guilt trip black men.
Absolutely.
About how we don't support black women. And look at here. Look somebody look at
looky.
Somebody
Absolutely.
Somebody see what happened in Virginia.
Absolutely. Again.
And run it back what he was saying about black men and supporting black women. Run that back.
Hey, when you recognize the game, you realize, especially like I said, with these individuals who've been celebritized, there's no way you can believe that this individual who was calling himself reprimanding black men for not standing for a quote unquote black acting woman, because again she washing her greens in the tub, the same place you wash your, like, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, the disrespect was real, you know. But I'm not surprised, and I would just say for people to look at it outside of the programming that you've been programmed to believe. Again, if he was true to what it was he was talking about, he would have stood for what? He would have stood with what? You know, again, if you play, go back and play that, and then ask him about that in the motion of him going against what he reprimanded black men for. I mean, it's a game, King.
Salute to Abigail, though. You know what I mean? Salute. I'm not against Abigail winning. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the logic, how they come at black men, is trash with the Democrat Party.
Absolutely, and women too.
Black men is gonna kick the Democrat can across the street. Hey, look, when we come back, I want to get your final thoughts, Elizabeth Brown, on the show today. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments, Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Hey, Truth Nation, it's your girl DT from The Truth Unfiltered with DT and Dr. Ken Harris. Now listen, at a critical time, through the Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, Old National Bank provided the resources I needed to sustain my business. Now the process had its challenges, but I was supported, and it was also an invaluable learning experience for future ventures. I am so grateful for the support that helped my business thrive. Old National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to approval.
Getting to treatment shouldn't stand between you and life-saving care. The American Cancer Society's Road to Recovery program eases your burden by providing free rides to cancer-related medical appointments. Their trained volunteer drivers are ready to pick you up, take you to your appointment, and bring you safely back home, all at no cost. Don't let transportation keep you from the care you need. Schedule a ride today by visiting their website, cancer.org/transportation. That's cancer.org/transportation.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
Students learn best when they can put their knowledge into action. JA's Stock Market Challenge teaches high school students how to analyze stocks and how current events impact value. Thanks to RSM, our partner that makes this program possible. It's just one of many ways JA brings learning to life. To learn more, visit wisconsin.ja.org.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
For general contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Elizabeth Brown, another powerful conversation.
Absolutely.
Another powerful conversation. I want to get your final thoughts on today's show.
I mean, again, very pivotal. We heard how passionate those individuals that, again, who's speaking from experience, and how, again, how pivotal those services are, especially for a person who has struggled with addiction and then get to that moment where they want to change, and then go to a place that don't give them what it is that they need, the tools to, help themselves become better. And then they're back out on the streets. Again, we have to make sure that we understand what happens when this place closed down. Again, they called out, David Crowley. He trying to get to the mayor's house, the mayor's seat, rather. I mean, not the mayor, the governor's seat, rather. And like he stated, he has a story that he's from the hood. He understands. Again, if you truly, if these individuals who have the story of the struggle from being from the inner city, how do you allow places to close that is pivotal to our community? How true is it that you are from where it is you say you from, and you allow the same community that allowed you to become who you are, to again go without what it is that we need? And again, for all of the other individuals who speaking about the violence in the community, when or if they allow this to happen, get ready. I don't want to hear you saying nothing about get y'all kids, get these individuals, because again, there is a process that's happening. This is a place that's helping people. Why would you allow it to shut down? It's above and beyond, incompetent to me for the board that's supposed to be over mental health. I think they need to get their head checked.
Hey, I've been talking since the show started, and I deal with the crisis. When they call me, I'm dealing with people that are out of control. And
absolutely,
many times the police get involved, and earlier on, I think they're doing a lot better. I think that we push for CIT training for officers right here in the state of Wisconsin. And, I'll say this. I can see that there has been a level of improvement with dealing with mental health crisis. But then where do you put them? Where do you place them? Also seen that Governor Evers put a law out there that if you're in a situation where you kick a nurse or something like that, and you're going through a mental health crisis, you could be charged with a felony.
But you're out of your mind.
But
so what? I mean, what
frame of mind? So these are things that I've seen over the years, and it just I end up scratching my head when I see that places that can be a resource or willing to help in these type of crisis type situations go under because of budget cuts. It just makes me scratch my head.
As it should make you scratch your head. Like I said, we're in a time now where, again, like everybody is pushing, the SNAP benefit thing. That's where the anger and everything is. But again, it's a pivotal time for us to pay attention to the individuals who claim that they represent us, because at this time, at a time where we know that there's a police shortage, okay? We understand that we're being taxed. We understand that everybody done got a raise, even though there's a shortage, even though it is taking hours for the police to get to certain calls. Now we're talking about this is a pivotal place in our community who help individuals who are battling, and at the same time battling drug addiction, or having that collapse in their mental health. And we're going to shut that down, but we're still pumping money into NPS, who their enrollment numbers is down, but the money they're requesting is up. So, I mean, again, all the way across the table is incompetence. Okay. And it don't take a rocket scientist. A caveman can see the contradictions and everything that's going on and the processes and procedures. But what happens when this place closes down? Because I don't know nobody who haven't seen. If you've been driving the streets of Milwaukee, you see the individuals on the bus stop dancing and asking, because they need help. So now that is going to multiply.
Wow.
Everybody get ready, get ready. Come on.
2026. Hey, it's going to be interesting to see how we try to navigate through some of these things. And I know everybody talking about SNAP benefits and things like that. But I'm telling you, when we talk about it's an uptick in crime and things like that, when you talk about not giving help to those that are going through these dark mental health type situations, and you're getting rid of resources for that, and these people have to return back to the block.
Come on.
They might not be in their right state of mind.
They're not going to be. Addiction they're no longer themselves. Okay. When you have individuals who have these addictions, the things they've done to upkeep this addiction, that they're not themselves. And so these people who specialize, I'm talking about people who have overcame the same addiction. That's what people with addictions need. Individuals who understand, who have the compassion to do the work. Again, just like with me and you, the people that's really doing the work don't get paid or getting locked out, while there's individuals who getting paid and ain't doing no damn work. It's ridiculous. However, I'm here for it. We have to make sure that we understand exactly what's going on and be ready to have your head
on a swivel.
Be ready to pivot, because ain't no telling what we about to be faced with.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you, Elizabeth Brown. I can only kind of just grip my teeth at what I'm seeing, and now we got this issue. I get called to a lot of the mental health crisis, and I'll say this: there's not too many places that can deal with these people.
Come on. And then we have people who really want to do it. You mean to tell me we can't make it? We can't make it happen for them. We don't have. It's not like it's a whole bunch of places. Okay, this is the only place with results, and we gonna let them shut it down.
Here we go.
Hey.
All right. Well, at least I get to watch my new action series on AI tonight.
Oh, which is hilarious, by the way.
I got my AI action series coming on tonight on social media. I got a new episode.
Okay, Tory Wick.
Hey, Tory Wick, I'm trying to tell you. It's blockbuster. You know I'm a big action person.
Hey, me too.
I got the helicopter exploding and everything. It's going to be powerful.
Oh, okay. Let's get it.
All right.
Salute, King.
Queen, I appreciate you for being on. Happy birthday. Your birthday coming up.
Hey, it's tomorrow for sure.
Look, hey, we got the birthday special tomorrow at 3:30 for Elizabeth Brown.
Hey, let's get it.
All right, well, I appreciate you for being on the front lines.
As always.
Hey, look, even though it's your birthday, we got a lot of work to do.
Hey, let's get it, King. I'm with it. Let's go.
All right, everybody in the chat, a powerful chat, another powerful chat. Salute to everybody that joined the show in the chat. Salute to everybody that joined the show today out there in Radio Land. Join me tomorrow for another powerful conversation. Keep your head on the swivel. Green don't always mean go, and look both ways before you cross the streets. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
The Milwaukee Panthers hit the road as they head to South Carolina to take